It's the calm before the storm. Here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the countdown for the Chik-Fil-A Peach Bowl is on. Two teams eyeing a chance to punch their ticket to the CFP National Championship. It was media day for Indiana and Oregon. I talked to some Hoosier players about the journey of the season, the grind to get to the spot.
You know, we know that these opportunities are limited now, so you have to embrace it. You know, how many times are you going to be able to go in the weight room and say, this lift sucks? Not that many times left, so that's kind of taken out any complaints that we've ever had. It's just, you know, we're so grateful to still be playing right now. This team is just so special and so close, and I think the realization that the season is coming to an end, you know, here in 2 weeks, it's you know, something that makes you just kind of want to be with your team a little bit more.
It really has been awesome to be a part of. Just proud to be a Hoosier and proud to be, you know, here where my feet are and another opportunity to go out and play for them, but also just play for my brothers and the ones beside me and behind me. But no, it definitely has been a special time for sure.
I know the anticipation is there for this semifinal matchup. It's a rematch of two Big Ten teams, but hang tight, those Hoosiers and Ducks. They square off on Friday night, a national championship on the line. Reporting from Atlanta, I'm Joe Cronin for IUS TV Sports. One more sleep. One of these two teams, Indiana or Oregon, they get to continue their quest for college football immortality. Chance of that trophy right there in the Chik-Fil-A Peach Bowl. Both head coaches, Curt Cignetti, Dan Lanning, they spoke here at the College Football Hall of Fame. And these coaches, they have a lot of mutual respect for each other and their teams and their opposing teams as well. There's a lot at stake, of course, a ticket to the national championship game. And something that these coaches understand is the task at hand on the opposite sideline.
Truly an honor to play a team like Indiana. They've obviously done an incredible job. You look at the body of work of Coach Cignetti and his crew and the way his team plays. They're playing it as good as anybody else in the nation.
They're good in all three phases, and they're a great football team. And people, I know I said it's hard to beat a great team twice. Well, it's hard to beat a great team, period.
That understanding and respect comes from hours of game tape, but also a flashback. October 11th, Autzen Stadium. Indiana takes down Oregon 30-20, a game that was dominated by Indiana up front. 6 sacks on Dante Moore on the day. They also wavered through the face of adversity a little bit. Fernando Mendoza, if you recall, throwing that pick six in the fourth quarter. Autzen was rowdy, and then they turned around. They marched down the field. Game-winning, go-ahead drive, the touchdown to Elijah Surratt, silencing that Autzen crowd. But you turn the page from that Indiana win. Both teams are different. The season moved on. Oregon has not lost since that Indiana game. And with everything at stake on Friday night, it just means a little bit more when it's win or go home.
I don't have any idea what they're going to do. They don't know what we're going to do. And quite honestly, as I sit here right now, I know everything we've practiced, but I have no idea what that tape is going to look like the day after. And that's every game. You know, what's actually going to get called, what'll work, what won't work, and what are they going to do different. And that's football. There are a lot of variables.
The buzz around Atlanta is certainly building as Indiana and Oregon, two teams that have never won a national championship, square off tomorrow night at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. From Atlanta, I'm Joe Cronin for IUS TV Sports. Can you put into words what this means to you?
It's incredible, you know, right? I mean, I can't even imagine what campus is like right now. It's got to be insane. But just to see it happen is surreal. To be part of it feels incredible. And now we just got to win the game, right? Do the deed and see what happens next.
How much fun has it been watching the journey kind of unfold? I mean, you saw the treacherous years and then the 2 years of Cignetti.
Yeah, a lot of treacherous years, but it's been a blast, right? And I went to the playoff game against Notre Dame last year, and that was, you know, didn't turn out the way we wanted, but just to see us regroup, to get better, to improve, I mean, it's been a great ride. Now we just got to keep it going.
And then one message to Hoosier Nation before the semifinals.
Hoo-hoo! Hoosiers!
The year is 2026, and Indiana football, yes, Indiana football is playing for a national championship. Those Hoosiers saying that they dominated is an understatement. They beat Oregon 56-22 in the Chik-Fil-A Peach Bowl here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Those Hoosiers are natty bound.
We have great people upstairs and downstairs. The assistant coaches do a great job of preparing these guys for game day. And downstairs we got, a lot of veteran guys that have strong character, very intelligent, and they can play. And the bottom line really in this business is you got to get everybody thinking alike. And if you can get everybody thinking alike, focused on the same thing, you can accomplish anything.
Through the celebration, the confetti, the trophy presentation, this Indiana team stays humble. They know the task at hand. There are 4 more quarters remaining in this season. And what those Hoosiers know, it's to not stay complacent, rip off the Band-Aid, and move on to the national championship.
If you're able to have delayed gratification, discipline in yourself and discipline in your process and preparation, you're able to execute every single week like, this play or this game is the national championship game. Like, this game is the most important thing. And so I think that a lot of players and a lot of coaches and just everybody in Bloomington has done a great job of upholding that concept of delayed gratification and discipline throughout all aspects of our lives when there's a lot of distractions. And, especially with the Big Ten championship and, the Heisman and all the other things, I think our team has done a great job of keeping that delayed gratification at the forefront.
The Hoosiers head down to the 305 to take on the Miami Hurricanes in the national championship game on January 19th, the first ever national championship appearance for the Indiana Hoosiers. It's also a homecoming game for Fernando Mendoza, who looks to show the entire nation what Hoosier Nation is all about. From the last time here in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm Joe Cronin for IUS TV Sports.